Hello, Internet, she's loves you. My name's Cody, and this is the Christian News Show we do on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays with geeksonthegrace.com. And I'm pretty sure everything that we talk about today is going to be controversial in some way. And we're going to start with Warren, Michigan, because I feel like this is the least controversial, but I don't really know. Basically, in Warren City Hall, they have something called the Prayer Station. And so the Freedom from Religion Foundation did what they usually do and said, we want one too. And after a lot of back and forth, they now have a Reason Station. Now, originally, the city did not want to okay this, stating that it was very obvious the reason they wanted to do this in the first place was simply to get in the way of the prayer station. The city is also going to have to pay $100,000 in legal fees to the American Civil Liberties Union for all of the court stuff. If you ask me, just let the atheists do their thing as long as it does not stop us from doing ours. And from that we go to another story, which I didn't realize until just now is also from Michigan, so it's the Michigan News Show today. And so our story starts with a couple named Krista and Jamie. They are a lesbian couple and they brought their daughter to a pediatrician. And so the doctor, Vesna Roy, I'm terrible with names, said that she is not going to treat the child because of the parent's sexual orientation. She said she prayed long and hard about it and she just couldn't do it. She apologized and said she just didn't feel like she could have the patient-doctor relationship she is supposed to have with people. Jamie has put out a statement saying that she is just trying to tell everyone about this, that this is actually happening, and that she found it embarrassing and humiliating. And usually I get put into a liberal box, but I'm kind of torn on this. I mean, I do think the doctor was being bigoted, definitely. But I think it's very big of the doctor to say, hey, I think that there are other people who can do this better than I can. I mean, basically saying my bigotry is going to get in the way of me treating you, and I do not want that. I think it would have been a lot easier for her to just hate them and give them mediocre care the entire time. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. And from that, we go to the final story of the day, and the final story of the day is the one that everyone seems to be talking about. Starting in September in Ontario, first graders will be learning sex ed. Second grade, they learn about consent. Third grade, LGBT. You should probably cover your youngins' ears, but sixth grade, they learn about masturbation. And seventh grade, anal and oral. Welcome to the Christian News Show. Now, with anything, I think that there is two sides to this. Because part of me is younger the better, and if parents don't agree with that, they can always take the kids out of class. But maybe you don't teach the kids nearly as much at such a young age. I mean, things like consent and touching in general should probably be taught at an incredibly young age. That little girl does not want a hug. Do not give her one. And LGBT, I mean, that is a thing that exists, and it is very easy to explain to little kids that some boys like boys and some girls like girls. I mean, it's not a question of whether it's right or wrong. It is a thing that happens. But then I look at it and I go, do first graders really need to know what certain body parts are named? I mean, when I was in first grade, the important thing, and I was pretty clear on it, was that you just kept that stuff to yourself. And that was all you really needed to know. And then oral and anal, I don't know what is the proper age to talk to kids about that, but I feel like 7th grade isn't the right one. But by all means, do tell them about STDs. I mean, explain that in general, protection doesn't always work and that they could ruin their lives. And I am looking at this at an unreligious standpoint because I do believe in separation of church and state. So I guess in summary, I'm just saying scare children about sex until they figure out that they need to find the perfect person. Not really what I meant, but it's definitely what I said. But from that, I go to the question of the day, which is just going to be, what do you think is the line for kids to be learning about sex ed? What age do you think they need to be? And what should they learn at what age? I want to know what you guys have to say, so please leave a comment in the comment section below with your answer. Keep in mind that, you know, the reason that they're doing this is because kids have all sorts of smartphones now and they can just look stuff up so easily. And so it is a different age and people can learn things at a younger age, so it's better to do that in maybe a school setting. But still, I want to know what you guys have to say. Comment in the comment section below with your answer. Make sure you check out geeksonthegrace.com. My name's Cody Armour, bring you Christian news in a not so boring kind of way every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. In closing, let the haters hate, let the Christians pray, and to everybody that subscribe, I will see you later, and